This is it. This is the stream. This is the stream. We find our league starter, for better or worse. Unless there's something amazing tomorrow, we have to make a build today, all right? We're doing something. I need to have, we're not gonna make a full guide, but I'm gonna need to set up like my passive trees and everything for cast on crit Frostblink? What? What did I miss today? Well, we're gonna find out because I haven't looked at the gems yet. Everyone's pogging about Frostblink. Personally, I'm excited for Lightning Warp. We should be in the middle of the alphabet. All right. I'm looking out for Lightning Warp. That would be give it the old Flame Dash treatment where we can cast it twice. Just casually give it double damage. Oh, my heart couldn't take it. I can't wait. A first blink. Oh, today's the day, boys and girls. I'm excited. If Frostblink got buffed, if Flame Dash is now possible on totems with return or whatever, today's the day we see Lightning Warp, right? All right. Let's, okay, get out of that. Hi, everyone, by the way. Fonzie, Panda, cry for help. I don't want to say the last part of your name. It depresses me. But Panda, hi, you're becoming a real regular here. Hi, how you doing? Tell me a bit about yourself, Panda. What's life like for you? Where are you from? Let me, hold on. This is easier when I'm a VTuber. But here, come here. Come here. Tell me about you. We parasocialize here. I need to know about you. Are you in a relationship? Do you like VTubers? Man, I need to zoom in on the face button. That should be a redeem, where it's like, it zooms in on the face. What VTuber? Exactly what VTuber. We need to remind people I'm a VTuber. But I don't know, it seems like I get a lot better viewership when I'm flesh tubing. It's kind of weird, but whatever. Get my fat ass face with the double chin, my red ass lips. Guys, is it just me or are my lips really red? I never noticed this until I wear a shirt like this, but I have very fleshy lips. It is, I do have very red lips. It might just be the shirt though. I don't know if it's like reflecting light or what. Then again, my saturation's pretty high. In fact, if we lower the saturation to default levels, look at this, I can't. We can't do normal saturation streams, right? This looks like it's black and white now, but when we go back up to where it was, life in the face. You can actually see me. What am I about? Oh my goodness. Hold on, let me do one more thing on my phone and we're gonna get started on looking at gems. Gems, baby. Oh, my phone freezes. We're having issues with my phone, sorry. Oh yeah, that's my background. I never showed you guys, huh? Hold on, my phone is like shutting off and on, but this is my background. Good old Gary the Goo Boy. Oh yeah. Cause you've been training your kissing muscles? Oh, true! Oh, so positive. I like you guys today. Only VTubing I watch is from Rubber Ross, cause he's an artist friend. Wait, from Game Grumps Rubber Ross? Dude, is Game Grumps like the new Something Awful forums where like everybody just comes from there? Because you had that one group that just had the explosion from false sex allegations. That was interesting. God, my phone is it just refuses to load. I'm so sorry, hold on. It like keeps shutting off and on like a lot. So it went on its 4th cycle and usually it only shuts off and on 4 times and then it's like good. For context, the secondary part of my name is my Mario Maker 2 name, and my levels got relatively popular on there, so I combined my previous alias with that. Oh, that's so cute! I never played Mario Maker. I used to make Mario level hacks way back in the day, before there was a Mario Maker, and you did Mario World hacks, and you just did everything on there. That was pretty cool. I watched a lot of, was it Proton John that did the Mario hacks? No way. There was a guy, a really popular Let's Player that did that did that. How's your avatar doing? The avatar, we're gonna wait until League launch. JRR on League launch proper. We'll go back. Almost dropped my phone. Back to the VTuber because it has the button presses whenever I press a button, and it feels like that's pretty cool. In fact, I can show you guys. For those of you who haven't seen it before, let me boot up Gary here. It's a really, really cool effect that I'm glad I commissioned. It was not cheap, but we did commission it. Oh, there's VTube Studio. Hello. Okay, Gary, let's nerf your size a little. Okay, so this is what Gary can do. Hold on, let me turn on my iPad so you guys can actually, Thank you. Okay, boom. Okay, so now it should log onto my face here. Hello! How does it feel to have Gary back again? Okay, so this is what Gary can do. My mouse. I'm moving my mouse right now, IRL. And then I can also press buttons. Mom, I'm VTubing! Anyway, we're gonna do this during League launch so you guys can like see my button presses and everything, which is kind of cool, right? Yeah, it was Proton John who did Kaizo. Oh, it was Proton John. Okay, sweet. Proton John SA. I remember that. He had the SA in there from Something Awful forums, but that was back in the day. Who was the guy? Was it Proton John that did the Superman 64 Let's Play, which I would consider to be the best Let's Play ever? Because he didn't just do a Let's Play. It was like a documentary on Superman 64. It wasn't just like oh, this level's so hard. It was like he actually beat the game and like did interviews and shit with the developers of Superman 64. It's like 10 years old now, the Let's Play is, but I consider that like the El Primo Let's Play was Proton John's of Superman 64. When I was like 12, based. 12, oh God, wait. Let's Players for the I Want to Be the Guy playthrough. Proton John did a legit playthrough. Cloud8745 did he knew what was going on, but he did a playthrough of it. That was in 2007, which was 16 years ago. Dang, I was like 14 or 15 years old. God damn. I mean, 8. Ever heard of Krampus from Binding of Isaac? Because it was like 2007. Yeah. All right, enough piddle paddling, chat. Enough of the. Whoops, sorry. I minimized my camera for 1 second. Everything goes to shit. Okay. Let's get me out of the way. And let's look at gems. Gems, baby. Oh man. Now, I've been spoiled on one thing, and that is apparently Frostblink is mad poggers, as the kids say. So we're gonna see what's going on there. First, the FAQ, has that been updated? Yes. If you're releasing the transfigured gems alphabetically, why are some gems missing? I didn't know that. Not all the transfigured gems are quite ready yet. We'll post them when they're ready. Okay, so if we don't see Return Lightning Warp, it's coming later. Okay, they're still working. They gotta buff more numbers. Okay, they gotta test it. Why did you add the line smaller explosions have between 30% reduced and 30% increased base radius at random to Explosive Trap? Explosive Trap has always worked this way. This is purely an update to the description. How does respecking work? You have to talk to the guy. They talked about this in the thing. What happens if the target dies while Penance Brand is attached, such as if the target dies to a Prolific Knight? What does happen? Let me think. Oh, because it's a new thing. They changed how that works. My guess is it just expires, right? It doesn't bounce target to target. Nothing will happen if the target dies before reaching 20. The brand would detach and deal no damage. The energy is stored on the target and not the brand. So if the brand reattaches up to... Oh, it is auto retach. Okay, brands based. But what about Dragoon 1140? Hello, everyone. This is Dragoon 1140 here, bringing you the next Let's Play. This time, new guys are like, what the fuck? Oh, chat. This is not my first content creation ever. I used to make Elements of the Game videos back in the day, if you guys know what that game is. And I was the premier content creator. I was like a community manager and shit. I don't think I made many changes to my POB. I would either update my previous link. Oh, we're gonna make it all today, Panda Cry. If I don't see anything super interesting, like a buff lightning warp, listen, I'll be honest with you. If they really give you something to do damage lightning warp, but you have no trans... Woo, I see some drop frames. Sorry about that. If they buff lightning warp damage for whatever reason, I'm league starting lightning warp mines. I'm sorry. I have to. But if they don't, I need to make the passive tree today, and we're gonna make it all live. So I'll probably need your probably need your help with that. So just stick around if you can. Let's just look at the gems first. We're probably making the tree in like an hour and a half ish. It's probably gonna take me about that long to get through all the gems. Zombie limit. Oh yeah, people said that you're okay. We've seen these. Okay, sweet. Wait. Combat focus. No, they're still available. Oh, still got unique jewels for combat focus. Get fucked, elemental hits. Okay. Item filter, private leagues, transfigured gems part 2. Oh shit, we'll do it in order this time. They did. It's the new broken frostblink until they nerf it. All right, what do we got? Earthquake of... Wait, hold on. There we go. There, some of us. Earthquake of amplification. AoE duration slam. Base damage is shit. Wow. The crack will erupt, a powerful aftershock. Cracks created before the first one will not generate their own aftershocks. Okay, before we're even reading on, I thought this was gonna say you have unlimited... You don't have to wait for the first one. That's why I thought the damage effectiveness was so low. 3-second duration. Aftershock deals 15% more damage with hits per 0.1 second duration. Oh, that shit scales. Oh my god, my alerts. What is going on? Hold on. Mr. Unknown, you just... Jesus Christ, why was that so big? Why did that go away so fast? Anyway, Mr. Unknown, thank you for subscribing if that's actually your full name. I'm so sorry. Thank you. I don't think I've seen you talk here before though, so hi. I don't know if you're just lurking, but Mr. Unknown with the big sub? Yeah, exactly. Fucking Godzilla over here crashing the stream. Thank you. I don't think I've ever seen you talk in chat before maybe, but hi. I'd love to talk to you. Spin Dart, hello. Oh, that's a cute hello emote. That is so cute. Oh my god, the head pops out? Ooh. I was looking for a cute animated hello to kind of like do. I might rip that off. I might. Who's that from? Mirai. Okay. I might rip that off. We might have a pop-up Gary wave high and then pop out down or something. Maybe. I was thinking about something to do there. I should animate my hello emote. It's adorable. Poison, Warcry, Earthquake. Okay, so this is pretty exciting, right? Because the attack damage effectiveness and all that, base Earthquake is 300%. Hold on. Affliction League. Where's my gems? Where's my changed gems? There we go. Okay. Control F, Earthquake. Okay, so this is the new gem. Oh, it is the same effectiveness. Oh, but you get 180 by default and a 1 second duration. So you cast it just by default 3 times as often. Okay, well, let's think about this. With no duration scaling at all, you're getting 450% more damage, which means compared to this, it's shit, right? Because you can get 3 earthquakes off in the time it takes you to launch 1, so you get more than 450 effectiveness, right? So it's already worse. So how much more duration do you need to actually make this shit worth it? Let me think. You only need like a 4 second duration and it beats out, and you have the benefit of scaling a better bleed. Oh no, it's actually a worse bleed. Oh, for bleed, it's even worse. Oh, wow. Yeah, you need to do a lot to beat out bleed. So to beat out bleed, you need 180% more damage. Oh God. At a base? as a base, you have the same ailment damage. Oh, that's not too bad. Okay. That's not terrible. It's the same ailment damage if you don't scale duration. So it does scale better with ailment, doesn't it? Well, I don't think we're gonna see memes where it's like a lot more area. Yeah, but you're only using this during bosses, right? You're never gonna map with this. You would just map with regular Earthquake if you were gonna do everything. Oh, also worth saying, if you vol Earthquake of Amp, the vol skill doesn't change. It's the same vol skill as before. There's no effective change there. So you're only doing this during bosses, right? Is it really worth the meme where you just hammer one of these out and then you just do the rest? I think what you're supposed to do with this skill is you're supposed to Earthquake with super high duration and then just keep whacking the boss with Earthquake. I think that's the intention behind this. And then you have one Omega Earthquake that hits later. I don't think I would do ailment with this. I don't think I would bleed with this. I think if I was gonna go bleed, I would just go regular Earthquake and just do, you know, other things. I think I would go on hit with this and do something, I don't know. What are you gonna do? Like a 10-second duration, have an Omega hit, but in the meantime, you're just dodging shit? That's kind of cool though. A 10-second duration, so you just throw out an Earthquake, maybe occasionally hit the boss if it's an easy phase, otherwise you're just dodging shit. Okay, not my thing, but I'm sure some people are gonna go some mad meme on this. It's a lot more area. Garbage Quake? Yeah, I'm not a fan. This is the Minotaur version of our Earthquake? Yeah, not my thing. You'd hit the boss with another skill, not the shitty base Earthquake. If you're playing this build with a 10-second duration, it's a shitty build anyway, so hey, who am I to criticize? Is EK of Massacre. Oh, it's the Nova version. Nobody's surprised. Ooh, the projectile count though, goddamn. The added damage is the same, right? EK always had 220. They buffed it like, I don't know, fucking 10 patches ago. The 19 projectiles is pretty cool. Okay, that's not bad. What does the quality scale? I wonder if quality is projectiles, you think? It must be, right? They're not gonna give you flat damage on quality. Okay, so if you need more projectiles for whatever reason. Okay, sweet. I'm betting maybe, what, one quality every 5% probably? Or one projectile every 5 quality? So you have default 15, then you get 1 per 5. EK 6 to 0.65. Well, the cast time is what you, if you're playing EK, you're getting cast time, right? You're getting cast speed, right? It's an expensive build, right? But if you're doing high-end, like softcore trade, oh baby, EK slays. But the cast time is whatever, that's fine. You can buy your way out of that problem. It's still a nerf? Dude, buddy, with enough currency, everything is strong. All right, next. I don't like EK. I'm kind of partial to Nova skills. I like the dagger one because it's new. Guys, I had it, hold on, before we read Explosive Concoction, I think for the second build, we have to play the dagger skill because I came up with the best name for it. You ready? Dagger Blaster. Come on, Dagger Blaster, the build makes itself. Trade mentality. Explosive Concoction of Destruction. Throws a bottle. Can consume charges from Ruby, Sapphire, Topaz, so that's the same. Requires an empty main hand and no offhand weapon. Wait, am I stupid? Can you ever... Are quivers offhand weapons? Why would they specify no offhand weapon? How would you wield an offhand weapon with nothing in your main slot? That's not even possible, is it? What do we got here? Huge crit. Attack speed. This is still bad. Am I stupid? Explosive Concoction is not... Oh my god, they didn't even change the base. I don't don't like explosive concoction. This doesn't seem much better. Main hand weapon you don't have a requirement for. Oh. Okay, whatever. It's fine. I'm still not gonna use it. I don't know. I mean, you get huge crit multi, but it's still, yeah, it's like, don't get me wrong, the crit looks cool. You're doing crits, and the crits are gonna have a huge multiplier, but it's still not good. So I don't know. Maybe you could do some shenanigans with like Elementalist and like fucking Perfect Agony, but then why would you do that? I don't know. Not my thing. Explosive Trap of Shrapnel. Throws a trap when triggered, deals spell damage in an area around it. A smaller number of explosions occur within a secondary area. Wait a second. I'm just looking something up real quick. Yeah, okay. I thought I was crazy for a second. It said spell and it didn't give like a qualification on how it can be triggered. So never mind, it's a trap. All right, I'm dumb. Causes 9 smaller explosions, random radii, 50% conversion. I'm not an explosive trap Andy. What is the difference there? Why is that not changed either? I'm gonna be honest, I don't know the difference. I don't really care. I like explosive trap. I don't like the idea of like, you throw some, oh wow, 1 second cast time. Oh, that's weird. I don't know. This is one of those skills, like a lot of traps I'm not usually a fan of. If I'm gonna play something like that, I would rather do mines. Less single target, more AoE, it doesn't overlap. All right, something I will probably never play. Explosive Trap of Magnitude. Lightning Warp had better get a gem. I don't see it in the list, I don't think, and that kind of saddens me. I see Frostblink though. Explosive Trap of Magnitude. Throws a trap. Large explosion. Oh, no secondary explosions? Now this is kind of cool. Wow, look at that added damage. Okay, that's kind of cool. Again, I'm not a trap guy. But do we have another skill that's just AoE physical damage? No conversion. Oh, shit. Guys, I have a weird question. Can you impale damage with physical spells? I know, obviously, causing impale is a whole nother thing, but can you cash in on impale damage with a physical spell? Is that like possible? How does impale work? Is Ice Trap with more damage, less speed or crit? Sounds based. Or do you have to cash in with attacks? It will take a portion of that reflected hit when you are hit again. Oh, anything can trigger it, huh? Okay. Any hits, cash in, impales. There's glove for impale with spells. Well, I wouldn't want to cause impale with this. I was thinking like you could do something like, I don't know, something stupid with like the new blade fall that causes impales. I don't know. Anyway, it's interesting. I think it has enough damage. Somebody will make something cool out of it. If I was going to play Explosive Trap, I would play that version. All right. Eye of Winter, but I'm probably never playing Explosive Trap. Eye of Winter of Finality. Fires a single eye projectile, cannot damage enemies. When the eye dissipates or collides with terrain, it releases a fast spiral of shards. Shards also deal cold damage. Oh, there's no projectiles at the end or like throughout. It's just, oh, that's kind of cool. It's like an astral projected ice nova or astral projected like EK nova. But it takes time to get there. Projectile speed is probably super important, huh? Interesting. Well, if you have a ton of projectile speed... Oh, the cold damage is so low, though. Projectiles continuously gain damage up to 100% more damage by the time they dissipate. Single eye... Oh, so if you go from range, it's 100% more damage. So the effectiveness is 140%. I mean, you can only hit once with it, though. It can't shotgun, right? It's just a Nova. It was interesting. It doesn't have a Nova thing, though, right? 30% less throwing speed is pretty bad. Yeah. I don't really like this, do I? It's like the whole appeal of Eye of Winter, right? Is I can hit the same target multiple times if you cast it just right. And this only hits once, and it's at range, and the damage isn't that good, and it's the projectile is going to take time to get there, which means you have to invest in projectile speed, and you have to launch it from a distance in order to actually get double damage from it. That sounds like... Listen, I'm a clunky kind of guy. This is a little too clunky for me, if you catch my drift. It'll be a little... It'll gum up my gears a little too much. Kind of fast. Not excited about anything so far. I'm gonna be honest. I think yesterday I was a bit more hype, but we'll see, we'll see. Eye of Winter of Transience fires a single eye projectile. Fire shard projectiles at a spiral. Damage effectiveness is 100%. Cold damage. Only apply to the shards. Fire 12 shards at a spiral while flying, then ends. 50% more proj speed. Projectiles fire continuously to gain damage, 15% more damage. Okay, now this is more exciting. I like this one more. So you're giving up the final Eye of Winter explosion Nova thing for spirals that are faster. And that to me is more exciting. I like this a lot. 50 more projectile speed. That's kind of hype. It kind of makes me want to do like a like a wand cast on crit with like frenzy or something. That's what I want to do with this, if I did anything with it, because you don't need the Nova anymore and everything is just so much faster. Like that was a big problem I had with Eye of Winter, is that Eye of Winter goes out and it's like this slow moving like wave of death, and you're exchanging damage in kind of a big way for just way faster projectiles, and that's exciting to me. That's pretty sick. I kind of want to play with it. This is my favorite so far. And that's a strong word, but I like it the most so far. But just, this is like B tier to me, okay? Not low B, B minus, okay? And my like kind of like on the tier list of things I'm excited about for the league, this goes in like B minus. Eye of Winter only gets plus proj on the final spiral. This is plus proj throughout. Sounds better and something I may not even invest in, but we'll see. Listen, cast 6 of these puppies a second. How much more projectiles do you really need? All right. Firestorm of Meteors, based. But the real good one... Oh, this is the good one. No, I got it. Firestorm of Pelting is like the old Firestorm. Everybody knows this is gonna be good, okay? If I was like, I don't even want to use my brain, I just want to go in, I want to play the league, self-cast shit, I would play Firestorm of Pelting, okay? It's gonna work. It's like old Ice Storm. It's like old Firestorm. You just throw a bunch of Firestorms out and you're good, right? Is it the fastest mapper in the world? No. But you are just, you're a simple person and you like pressing right click and you just like killing shit, all right? Basic. It'll work. It'll work fine. Old Firestorm wasn't popular though. For reasons that are complicated, yes. Keep in mind that Firestorm, old Firestorm, existed in the age of like Vol Fireball, which was just super spammable and you just teleported everywhere and everything just died, okay? The game, oh, do I want to say the game was faster back then? It was pretty fast. Hold on, I gotta prove a point. This was during Breach League, wasn't it? Yeah, it was old Firestorm, right? So Breach League, Vol Fireball. This might have been before. Oh, there's my baby. Oh, there's my honey. Okay, there's the fireballs, and here's Vol Fireball. Dude, was the game faster in Breach League? It might have been. This was pretty fucking fast. Dude, look at that monster density too. Jesus. Yeah, this was Yeah, why would you play Firestorm in this age, you know? And the map is done. Yeah, that was, look at that, 22-second fucking strand with higher density back then too. Holy shit. Yeah, why would you play Firestorm, you know? It was a different age, okay? This was, by the way, I think it was the peak speed of Path of Exile. This was when they're like, you know what? Maybe we should make the game a little bit slower, you know? Ooh, lag spike, sorry about that. Have you seen the kind of shenanigans people are pulling off today? I have, don't worry about that. But it was a different time, okay? Do you want to see a Tornado Shot Lightning Warp character? Yeah, listen, don't show me builds that keep Lightning Warp from being good for mines, okay? My heart can't take it anymore. Do you know if Fatal Flourish works on a two-handed blade trap since it's duration and not X rotations? Yes? Question mark? I need to read it. Also, hi, I haven't seen you here before, Flying Crow. Have you followed me before? Your name sounds familiar, but I haven't seen you chat before. Hi. Non-travel attack skills, repeat an additional time. Repeat of attack skills get 60% more damage. Right. The Ascendancy. Two-handed blade trap. Wait, no, this doesn't work. Oh, no. Oh, no, it doesn't work. This is for, like, multi-strike, right? Yeah, I mean, I've never played with it personally at all, but, this feels like it's not meant for this. Duration implies, like, increased duration or something, right? It works on single-handed blade trap? This works on blade trap? Okay, I'm the wrong person to ask this. Holy shit. Wait, so blade trap doubles up? It will likely work. Oh, wait, so this is just straight up like 120% more damage on your blade trap? Well, that's pretty exciting. I'm not gonna play it, but that's pretty exciting. I do love me a Slayer two-handed sword. Ugh, chat, please. I want Lacerate to be one of the skills. I can't. Give me old Lacerate, please. I want attack speed Lacerate. Let me play two-handed sword Slayer. Let me relive the nostalgia of Breach League, okay? Interesting. Yeah, I guess I was the wrong person to ask for that, Flying Crow. Sorry. Uneducated answer. Bad streamer. With his stupid Christmas-colored dress shirt. Fatal Flourish is crazy with bow trap / mind stuff too for you trade players who can get it. Interesting. I never knew that. I legitimately didn't realize that it worked for all attacks. I thought it was like a multi-strike like melee thing, but if it works for blade trap, that's pretty sweet. Damn. All right, cool. By the way, Flying Crow, Fonzie is like El Primo knowledge when it comes to PoE. He's like, he's my guy. All right. I have a guy and he's my guy. All right. Flame Dash of Return. Why can't Lightning Warp have this treatment? Oh my God, please let me double cast Lightning Warp without stupid, Blast Chain Mind Mace. Flame Surge of Combusting. Strikes enemies in front of you with a surge of flame. If this ignites an enemy, a large area of burning ground, your damage modifiers do not apply to this burning ground. So, oh, way higher base damage. Damage effectiveness is pretty good. Oh, it's the, oh, you can just map with this. Oh, I get it. So before Flame Surge was like a supporting, like, extra ignite damage tool. This is just like a single, this is like your right click. That's pretty cool. Damage looks good. 280 effectiveness on a decent amount of damage. I mean, Fireball is going to give you a bigger ignite. I wouldn't play it. If I was going to do something with this, I would just do regular Flame Surge and like Wave of Conviction or Fireball. Or fuck that. Firestorm or Meteors. Fireball damage without projectile shit. So good. Yeah. I have to see it. I'm not a Flame Surge kind of guy. I'm more of an Alchemist Mark kind of guy. But all right, it's cool. It's different. I gotta go to sleep, but we'll watch it if I catch you online again. Oh, thank you, Flying Crow. Thank you. Have a good night. Have a good sleep. Have a good rest. How much is Gary paying you for the coaching? Fatal Flourish is crazy with bow trap mine stuff too. Yeah. That Flame Surge is dog. Yeah, I'd rather just use regular Flame Surge personally, but Flame Blast of Celerity. Channeled to build up to an explosion, which is released when you stop using the skill or automatically at max stages, so you can't like hold it anymore. The longer you channel, the larger AoE and damage. Okay, so you're dropping the ignite. Oh, it's 3 stages. Oh, you're dropping the ignite damage for just huge on-hit flame blast, and it channels quickly. That's a fast cast time for it too. So full cast time, 0.75 seconds, right? You're channeling for that, 0.75 seconds. You get what kind of damage? That's pretty good. The radius kind of sucks though, doesn't it? You're only getting 2.2 radius, so you need to scale AoE. It's the AoE kind of ruined it for me until I saw that. I actually thought it was pretty all right, but if it has like shitty AoE, pizza totems are back. Oh, it's true. Totems would like this. It's just, oof. The good news is you don't have to worry about like letting go early. It'll trigger on its own, so you can just click, hold it, you're done. You know. Flame Blast is same total DPS as fully charged normal Flame Blast. It's amazing for totems. Yeah, I just don't like Firestorm unless it gets like 200% increased fall speed. Nah, it's gotta be a slow ass Final Fantasy VII meteor. Just bam, and you just feel it, chat. You fucking feel it. It's a pretty big AoE. Do you know how much AoE regular Flame Blast gets per stage? Regular Flame Blast at max stages is like 40 units, isn't it? Oh, it's meters. Oh shit. Okay. So hold on. God, let me think. 2.2 meters is 22 units. That's still not great, right? That's still not, woo. That's still not fantastic. Yeah, the AoE was, I have to see it. It's cool, but woof. I guess you get a lot of AoE on Hierophant. Flame Blast of Contraction channels to Concentrated Explosion, which is released when you stop using the skill, like Vol Flame Blast. The longer you channel, the larger the damage of the explosion, but smaller the area. Oh shit! Oh, this is so based. 11 max stages. So quality gives the max stages probably. Wow, that's cool. Blade Blast with 2.9 AoE. Wow, that's a big AoE. Well, there's a difference between a Nova and charging for 0.75 fucking seconds to get a flame blast off, you know? This though, this is sick. Just a quick 0.2 second click. Oh, there you go. Here's 30 radius. Have fun. Or 26 radius, whatever. Now this is cool. That's big damage too if you charge that shit up. Wow, that's so cool. So mapping with Flame Blast. Oh baby. Just insta tap max range. Ugh. That's so cool. And it's such big ignite damage too. 50% chance to ignite just by default. So this really is an ignite skill. Get some prolif on that shit. You don't even need prolif. Fuck prolif. Just fucking one tap the whole pack. Ah, so good. I like this a lot. I like it more than the other one at least. This is cool. It makes me want to play Flame Blast just so I know like, oh, while I'm mapping, I don't ever need to like invest in cast speed. I can just actually league start Flame Blast if you actually get this, you know? That's pretty sick. I like that a lot. All right, cool. That goes on the radar. Flicker Strike of Power. Oh, they got the Crucible mod? Is that what's happening here? Teleports a character to a nearby monster, attacks. One is picked at random. Grants a buff that increases movement speed. That's the same. Cooldown can be bypassed by expending a power charge. 50% chance to gain a power charge on crit. 30% increased strike. Okay. All right. So there are going to be people out there who use this flicker strike as like its own flicker strike. Like you're just going power charge flicker strike. We call those people dumbasses. The appeal of this is that this is not a main right click skill. That's not what you use flicker strike of power for. Flicker strike of power is a utility skill because you're going to use it in every cast on crit fucking. Now you have an argument to replace Cyclone, basically, right? You can use this, right? This is pretty sick because yes, you are going to have a little bit higher attack speed requirements because you're not going to use this with multi-strike, right? Because if you, actually, are you gonna, no, you don't want to use this with multi-strike because you have cast on crit set up, so you don't want to waste the gem slot. So you're not going to use this with multi-strike, but power charge sustain with this is trivial. As long as you critically strike with power charge on crit gem, which if you're doing a spell based damage, you should get, right? Scale a bunch of power charges, fucking easy crit cap. Trivial crit cap. That is huge crit strike chance. 100% chance to gain a power charge on crit with power charge on crit. I think this is great. This is awesome for any sort of non-flicker strike damage flicker strike build. It's so easy to sustain power charges with this. And you would obviously be doing it on a cast on crit build, so critically strike chance, you always have 100% anyway on this. This is awesome. You will have to solve attack speed issues if you don't go Cyclone, but you are significantly faster while mapping. I wonder how this would work well with Cosprees. You think? You would do like power charge on, or you would do cast on crit in your chest, and then you would have like Cosprees, and then you would be casting. I don't know if I would do. I don't know. I'd have to think about that. Maybe you do something weird with like automated like blade vortex somehow, and then you do intuitive link. You do intuitive link blade vortex casting on you because you don't care about the damage, and then you blade blast cast on crit. That would be stupid, but you could do it. Okay. I don't know. This is pretty exciting. I'm not going to league start this because it's an alternate gem. I don't want to league start any alternate gem just to have it, right? We might use them, especially on the Detonate Dead build. We might do the chaining corpses one as like another gem link if we have an abundance of corpses, because my dumbass forgot you can get +2 on the tree. So we're actually spawning 36 corpses a second. Oh, I guess that's my question. Sorry, hold on, chat. PoE Weebs, I have a complicated question for you about CDR reduction stuff. On the item Azanath's Mark, here's my question. On the item Azanath's Mark, you cast every 0.3 seconds. Can that be reduced with cooldown reduction, the same CDR you use for cast on crit shenanigans? If that's reduced, I think my build is going to be fucking S tier because it solves all corpse problems. It's a cooldown, so it does get reduced. Why were we worried about corpse generation? So now, if we get, let's assume that we have like 14% CDR, right? I think that's like the first breakpoint. If we have 14% CDR, we're actually spawning 48 corpses a second. Now here's the question. Well, okay, I said this is a math stream. All right, first math. All right, hold on. I said it was a math stream. We're gonna start now, okay? I still have to read the rest of the gems, but we're gonna talk a lot about crit and corpse spawning, so bear with me here with this item too, okay? We have 2 spells. That is a terrible width. We have 2 spells. We have Volatile Dead and we have Detonate Dead. The question is, can we get away with the Detonate Dead that chains 7 times? That's the question. Because if we can, it is a huge boost to DPS. But we need to, like, bear with me here. I'm assuming that we cast 6 times a second. I don't know why we did 8 before. That was a little bit memey. I don't think we're going to get 8, but we can easily get 6. That's like 14% CDR. That's like a belt and something else. We weren't corpse generation. It was just a limiter if you were doing woke cascade. Oh, we're doing better now, baby. So let's cast 6 times a second. So 3 goes to volatile dead. 3 goes to detonate dead, right? The helmet is going to be spawning 48 corpses a second, because I'm assuming we're casting once every 0.25 seconds, which requires 0.5 off of 30 is 1 in 7. What is 1 in 7 as a percent? Is that 18% CDR? 17, 16, 15% CDR, somewhere around there. I'm assuming we can get that. So we're spawning 48 corpses a second, right? Volatile Dead uses 3 corpses every cast. We multiply that by 3 because we have a spell cascade. So we're using 9 corpses every cast. And then we're multiplying it by 3 again because we cast it 3 times a second because it's split with the 6, right? So we're actually needing 27 corpses a second to keep up with Volatile Dead. All right, so minus 27 means we have 21 corpses left over. Now for Detonate Dead, how it normally works is 1 corpse times 3 explosions times 3 casts a second. Same thing, it's attached to Spell Cascade, right? So this is gonna need 9 corpses a second. So I guess my question is, can we get away with a Detonate Dead that explodes 7 corpses individually as a chain? And I think the answer is yes. I think we do use the new chain support. It is less damage per corpse. That's the problem. We can't just use it automatically, right? You have like 66% of the damage of normal DD. So the question is can we sustain it? And we won't get the full 7, obviously, because we only have 12 leftover corpses to work with. But if we have the chain, that means we have 12 extra explosions going off. And I think that's worth it, right? And the chain one can be triggered. So I think the answer is yes, we do in fact use the new Detonate Dead, the alternate gem. Because that means we have an extra 4 corpses per Detonate Dead. So we're actually, every Detonate Dead is actually exploding 5 corpses individually. Oh, except we're casting it 9 times a second. So each one gets 12 corpses to play with. Is that, well, hold on, let's think about that. Wait, I forgot about Spell Cascade. So Spell Cascade means, well, forget this a second, forget this, okay? So with this, you're exploding 3 instances of 7 chains, 9 a second. So obviously, if you just did DD, it would require 63 corpses a second, right? That's way too much for me. So the question is that worth it? Now I'm thinking it's not. Because if there's 9 chains and they do 66% of the damage and you only have 12 leftover corpses, that doesn't work. Because each corpse is only allotted 1.3 corpse. God, it's worse than that. No, that's right. Each Detonate Dead is only allotted 1.3 corpses per second. And you need, well, the damage works out kind of the same, doesn't it? Isn't that weird? It's, I think without spawning more corpses, we don't actually gain any damage because it's 1.3 corpses per chain and you do 66% of the damage. I think that comes out to like the same damage. That's kind of funny. Huh. Okay. I still might use it because it makes mapping better anyway, for whatever that's worth. But maybe not. I don't know. The build will be fine. Yeah, but can it be better? So I don't think... I think what's going to matter is this. Because if the moment that goes to 7 casts a second, the moment that goes to 7, this number goes crazy and this goes down significantly. Because now this goes down to 9 with 7 casts a second. Might even be worse with Vol Detonate Dead or Volatile Dead, but we won't talk about that. This goes to 12, and now the corpse just looks way worse. So now you lose damage. So I think the answer is we don't do DD. Why is Volatile Dead 27 corpses a second when it's 9 corpses consumed every 0.15 seconds? Okay. It's 9 corpses consumed every point. No, it's not, Fonzie. It's not that good. Because you're assuming that Volatile Dead is the only spell in the cock setup. It's 6 casts a second total, right? Without just insane CDR, right? With like fucking 52 or whatever the breakpoint is. You're actually only casting this 3 times a second. The spell goes on cooldown, not the cock trigger. Each spell has its own cooldown. Wait, what? Wait, I thought how cock worked was, okay, you have your cock here, right? Your big juicy cock, right? So then what it is, if you have a spell here, like let's say this is spell number 1 and this is spell number 2. I thought the way cocked worked was you would rotate between them and the rotation time was based on CDR. Is that not how that works? That's how I understood Cast on Crit to work. And that's why breakpoints were so important, because it was like server ticks and all that complicated nonsense, right? But with 52% CDR, you can cast like 8 times a second, right? Is this not how it works? That only matters if the spell's cooldown is bigger than the cock cooldown, right? You can only trigger 1 spell per frame, but each spell has its own individual cooldown. So which direction are we leaning here? Are you saying that... Are you saying that I'm severely underestimating the amount of times I'm going to cast Volatile Dead per second? This is just with regular Spell Cascade too. With Woke Cascade, the numbers go out the window, but... Why does that not make sense? You're saying that it's 3 every 0.15 seconds. So you're saying Cast on Crit does each spell individually at the same time? If you hit fast enough, you can cast both spells every 1.165 second base time because of server ticks. So 6 times a second. So we're casting each spell 6 times a second? What the fuck? Power charge on crit, or not power charge on crit, God, not peacock, cock. Cast on crit? I didn't realize it worked like that. You can if you hit fast enough. Oh, we'll hit fast enough. Don't worry about that. Blast Rain is a good ass attack. All right. So you're saying this number should be, if we maximize it, that number should be, oh God, 6 times a second, 9 times 6, 50. Oh, it's doubled, 54. So that's actually 54 corpses a second. And then this is 27. Is that how that works? So in actuality, we're going for -6. So in actuality, we have -33 corpses a second. Is that what you're saying? We're -33 in the hole? Listen, if I have to fucking unearth multi-totem, I will unearth multi-totem, okay? Because 33 corpses a second sounds like unearth fucking heaven, all right? I don't understand why you have 48 or 54 corpses a second. Why aren't you spawning in multiples of 10? Oh, baby, you want to know why? Because Gary's a dumbass. And in the 12 direction, right? I didn't realize that. There's a button over here. Look at this. Undertaker. Desecrate and Unearth have +2 to max number of corpses allowed. So with Spell Cascade, you're actually spawning 12 corpses a cast, which Azimuth's Mark makes it so that it's 36 by default, which then gets reduced by CDR to that's where we're getting 48 a second. You could just test it in game. I'm sure there's a million videos on it. I gotta watch a video, I guess, on Power Chart or on, God, I keep saying that. Cast on Crit. So I think we're -30 in the working on it. Oh shit. Hey, if you want to screen share on a Discord call, I'm happy to. All right, so that's our current math anyway. All right, sorry. Well, let's get back to the gems. I'm so sorry. I'm getting way distracted. Where were we at? Flicker Strike? I really like this skill. That's what we were talking about. Sorry. Cast on Crit Flicker Strike. This is a utility skill, not a damage skill. Don't do it for damage. It's terrible because you can't scale attacks with power charges very well. You can, but not compared to frenzies anyway. Yeah, goddamn, holy shit. Great alternative to Cyclone. Especially if you're on, like if you're a Necromancer and you get 200% increased attack speed, oh baby, all of a sudden get a fast attacking weapon, holy shit. Get a cost breeze. Forbidden Rite Soul Sacrifice, cost 45 life, Ripsy Eye. Lobs an exploding projectile near the targeted location. Extra projectiles. Deals chaos damage based on ES. So you can't go CI with it, but it's way more damage. So it used to be 5%, right? Now it's 15%. Take 40% of ES as chaos. Interesting. So way higher ES scaling, but you can't go CI. That's going to be so hard to build around. How do you even handle this? Is it like a low life situation? Do you go like, is this just you do a low life build and then you just try to do everything you can to get max ES? I almost wonder if this feels, you know what this feels like? This feels like an incandescent heart. No, it's not. It does flat chaos. Fuck. I was about to say like a divine flesh build with incandescent heart, but you don't really scale that, do you? That's a hard one. It does more damage. Somebody will make a build with it, but it's beyond my capabilities. That looks pretty sweet though. Frost Bomb of Instability. We've already seen this. Pretty sick. Seems like it's gonna blind whoever streams it, but hey, rip stream watchers. Mathel will make a cock build out of this. Everyone will be impressed. Chat, let's talk for a second about Cast on Crit. It's gonna get nerfed after this league, right? What was that? Oh no, my alerts are messed up. Subscribers are like, wait, oh no. Fuck, wait, how did that guy have such a big subscribe? There you go. Formerly unknown, thank you. 16 months, what the fuck? Geargate had 17 months yesterday. Formerly unknown as 16 months today. God damn, you guys are crazy. Thank you. Wow, it's almost been a year and a half. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well. Thank you. What are the odds we get a variant of Frozen Legion that takes away the frozen part? About as likely as getting a Frozen Legion that works with swords. I saw Ben's stream, VOD, after my stream yesterday and looked at his opinions. By the way, I had the exact same take on one of them. If I saw it, I would know. One of the skills, I think it was Blade Trap of Great Swords, where it's like you just use it on like a two-handed sword build. Yeah, I had the same take as Ben. I'm goddamn good at this game. I don't care about Cock. I just want Spellslinger, Prage. Okay. As far as this goes, Frostbomb, Math will make a cool build out of it. Frostbomb of Forthcoming. When the crystal's duration ends, it explodes, deal heavy cold damage. Oof, got some heavy. Oh, it's got the earthquake treatment. Are you ever gonna use this fucking thing though? If you're gonna do something like this, you can't combo it with Earthquake, right? There's no shot. There's no shot. You could cold convert. What if you cold converted because you don't care about attack speed? What if you battle maged it? What if you just got sick ass flat cold damage on your weapon? You can't use Energy Blade, obviously. You got sick ass flat cold damage. Maybe even fire damage you might be able to get away with because you can cold to fire easily. So you get sick ass cold or fire damage on your weapon. You battle mage it and you combo it with high duration and wintry blast. No, fuck. Forthcoming. It's a terrible build, but there is similar scaling. I don't care about cast on crit. I just want Spellslinger. I want to impale with Legion. Do you? Yeah, I think cast on crit's gonna be a little too powerful this league. I think everybody has the same idea, which is play cast on crit, which means fuck me, Azeneth's Mark is gonna be like fucking 10 divines. I'm already, oh, I can already feel it. Gary's gonna be pissed. I'm coming into this league starting this shit because I was expecting Azeneth's Mark to be like 5C. And I'm worried that everybody's gonna think the same thing and go like, oh, I wanna do detonate dead cast on crit. And then I get fucked, all right? Because some of us have work that day. So I start the league like 2 or 3 hours later than everyone else. Oh God, I hope Azeneth's Mark's not like 3 divines. Ugh. All right, next. Frozen Legion of Rallying. Wow, that is a lot of text and I don't want to read it. Do I care? We've already seen it, thank God. Glacial Cascade of the Fissure. Icicles emerge from the ground in a series of small bursts. 8 bursts. Oh, it's like old Glacial Cascade. Oh, that's kind of sick. This is just old Glacial Cascade, where it doesn't have like the big one at the end, right? It's just like a single girth line. Okay, okay. I like it. I liked old Glacial Cascade. I thought Glacial Cascade mines were kind of dumb, but you know, because they were overpowered. Yeah, separate timings. If I use a cock setup with just Frostbolt, it triggers 3 times during Blast Rain. With both Frostbolt and Spark, it will trigger each 3 times in the same time frame. Ah, interesting. Interesting. Why does it only trigger 3 times? Is that just because of your crit, or is that like a cap? Is that like based on the cooldown of the spell kind of deal? Interesting. I didn't know this about cast on crit. I thought it was just bounce between spells, but it's actually like simultaneous based on the cooldown of the spell. Interesting. I learn something every day. Next. Glacial Cascade looks pretty sick. I like it. Yeah, pretty cool. Glacial Hammer, nothing that, you know, blows my pants off, but it's cool. Glacial Hammer of Shattering. Hits enemies, converting some of your fizz to cold. If striking 3 times in a row, the 3rd strike will be a crit. Oh. That's pretty cool. Still not good, but it's cool. Guaranteed crit. Is this ever useful? Wait, when do you use this? I don't know. When do you use this? I actually don't know. Nice synergy with Ruthless support. If you don't do multi-strike, yeah. Wait, did you also talk about Frostblink? Wait, did I skip it? Oh, I did. Sorry. Frostblink, AoE, travel, teleport to a location, damaging enemies in an area that at both ends of the teleport, higher damage to chilled enemies, then removes chilled from them. Okay, so that's all the same, right? Except maybe remove chill. Deals damage, a lot of it. Oh, it has a cast time. Cannot inflict chill. 19 more damage with hits per chill effect on the enemy. Removes chill after. Oh, it's a lightning conduit, but ice or cold. No cooldown. Wow. That's kind of cool. This is almost like a completely different spell. Lightning conduit, but you can zoom with this? If you get amazing... If you use it like body swap, or sure. The question is, chat, what can this do that body swap can't? And the answer is do a lot more damage. Lightning conduit, but you can zoom. Even if it did 0 damage, it'd be useful unless they slapped a random delay on it. Interesting. Body swap is conditional movement. You have to jump to an enemy or corpse. Doesn't this make it so much better than lightning warp? Like, this skill is just objectively better in every way than lightning warp. Lightning warp has a goddamn cast time and you have to wait for the thing to teleport you. Whereas this is just like, oh, you know, you have a cast time, but just instantly be where you want to be. Fuck. God damn it. Buff lightning warp. GGG, please. What do you have against lightning warp? Yeah, it physically teleports you and we're all traumatized from Diablo 2. But look at Frostblink. It does the same shit. Lightning warp can hit twice, and what's double of 0 anyway? Yeah, this can hit twice too. The fuck? It's just better lightning warp. Yo, GGG, buff lightning warp. Give it like 500% effectiveness of added damage and like return if you have to. Give me the return treatment. Holy shit. The fuck? Dude, fucking Sola's complaining about Vortex. I'm complaining about lightning warp. The fuck? Alternatively, remove lightning warp? No! Fucking give lightning warp this treatment. Fucking triple its damage, make it return. Holy shit. I'm waiting for trans lightning warp that has 3-second delay and does more damage per 1-second delay. Fuck, you know they're gonna do it too, don't you? You know they're gonna do it because they need a lightning version of it after having a physical and a cold version. Oh no, they're gonna do that to lightning warp. Please, just let me do lightning warp mines. It's like the most aesthetically pleasing. That pisses me off. Next. Ground slam of earth shattering. Woo, that effectiveness of added damage, boy. 340. Creates a wide wave that travels forward, damages enemies with increased chance to stun. Requires a two-handed weapon. Deals up to 20% more damage with hits, 100% increased angles, decent radius. Boy. I know why they did this, because base ground slam is like a dual wielding skill. I like base ground slam a lot. I really like the way to play ground slam, by the way, is not to play it like a slam. You play it like an attack skill, like lacerate. No, not lacerate, old lacerate. Like cleave, right? You build it like cleave. You do like high attack speed, high crit, you go raider or something. That's how you play ground slam. And this is like, oh, ground slam, but it's actually a slam for two-handed weapons. Not my thing. I like high attack speed slams. I think that's my favorite way of playing slams is like, I know with slams, a lot of people like doing the whole Warcry spam to get like a super attack. I'm more of I like spamming like a million sunders a second kind of guy. So this doesn't really appeal to me, but hey, for you slammers, lightning warp that casts life per cast and adds it to the damage. They haven't gotten it to it yet per the fact. Oh, if only. Pepin, obviously. Hi, Pepin. Like from Lord of the Rings? I went to New Zealand, and I didn't go to the Hobbit house. How does that feel? Hex Blast of Contradiction. Deals chaos damage to a single enemy, dealing more damage if they're hexed than removing the hex. If the enemy was hexed, also deals damage to other enemies. Oh, so it's optional Hex Blast. Interesting. So it's a Hex Blast that you don't need a curse on, but if you do have a curse, you have AoE. This spell's cast time. All damage can still ignite, freeze, and shock. Chaos damage with hits is resisted by the highest resistance instead. Oh, that'd be good with like, this would be, oh no, it's hits with this weapon. I was about to say the Tota League axe thing. That's only hits with this weapon, huh? I'm waiting for Transfigured Spell Reaper, Reap, Sunder. I'm waiting for Lightning Warp or Lacerate. Boy, might still be here. It's actually Peppino. I'm from Italy. Peppino, Maizano, Prego. Oh yeah. Listen, we've had your spaghetti sauce Prego. Good stuff. My mom made it all the time. Hex Blast. I mean, it's interesting. I'm not a Hex Blaster, but I know people in chat are. Maybe they're excited for it. It seems like it's easier to link start because you don't need curses, but Hex Blast of Havoc. Deals chaos damage to a single enemy. AoE damage if there's Hex. Oh, wow. This is really simple. So if you're not scaling Ignite, you just have a bunch of flat chaos. Is this exciting for anyone? I mean, it's simple. I like it. It'd be it's the kind of Hex Blast I would play because it doesn't require me to read Moby Dick to understand how it works. It's just a really simple gem. I like it. I'm surprised this isn't the base gem. I'm surprised they don't just make this the base gem and then have like Hex Blast of fucking complicated in order to like scale Ignite or something. The highest instead of lowest is the down part of most of this. Most of the other numbers are buffed. No, the highest is reliable. You have to build around it, obviously, but it's interesting because now I saw Ice Bolt. Because now you can plan on the enemy always having high resistance to what you're doing, which is good. That means you can build around it, you know? Or you can do interesting things. I don't know how good it is, but you can do interesting things with that fact, knowing you'll always hit the high resistance. It's kind of interesting to me because it's a chaos hit skill, but I feel like all chaos hit skills just become poison based. Hex Blast of Complicated Bullshit is a good gem name. Yeah. You guys hear that? Somebody's like slamming a marble into the ceiling. I don't know what's going on. Where's my music? There it is. Wow, that is way louder. All right, sweet. Knowing you will always hit the lowest resistance way more reliable and strong. Well, you can do some goofy shit. Neighbors just heard what you said about the highest and the lowest. Based. All right, next. Ice Nova of Frost Bolts. Do I even need to read this? I think it's pretty obvious, right? Yeah, it's the Ice Nova that bounces off a Frost Bolt. Oh no, it's better. I'm sorry, was my music that loud the entire time? My bad. This is better than it was before, right? Can expand from up to 4 Frostbolt projectiles. That means you do 4 casts every individual cast. So with greater spell echo, you're doing 12 casts a cast. That seems really good. Yeah, it looks really, really strong to me. That seems really, really good. like grossly good. Like it's insane good. 4 casts every cast? Dude, cast on crit is going to go buck wild with this. Cast on crit Ice Nova back in business. Seems really, really good. Dude, 4 cast a cast. Oh my god. That's so cool. You have to GMP the Frostbolt. Do we intuitive link, boys? Is our cock and ass coming back this league? Cast on crit, Ice Nova Assassin. Oh baby, intuitive link. Oh, we could league start it, boys. It would fucking work. It would fucking work, boys. We can make it work. I bet. Big braining it. Interesting. You know what we could do is we could pair it with power charge flicker in order to like trigger the cast on crit. Oh baby, it's all meant to be. I see no link skills. Ugh, I know. Yeah, we're skipping it. HIJKL. Okay, we're coming up to lightning warp. Ice spear of splitting. After splitting, the projectiles are in second form, which moves much faster. Oh, that splits on hitting terrain or enemies. Modifiers to number of prods instead apply to the number of target projectiles split towards. Oh. That's complicated. So let me think. They gave it the power siphon treatment. So when you cast Ice Spear, it auto-targets 7 different targets in one wave. So it's not like a barrage thing anymore. And when it hits those targets, then it splits into a... Oh, no, it doesn't even have crit anymore. It splits into a non-crit, super high projectile speed second form. If split projectiles return with enemies return project support, I think, or projectile support, I think this would be beyond broken. You don't even need that, do you, Pepino? I feel like the way it's describing it is that if you're a Deadeye and you launch this toward the wall, it's going to all auto target. If there's like one target on the screen, I think what's going to happen is you'll launch 7 targets at that target. If I'm interpreting this correctly, you're going to launch 7 ice spears in a straight line at the target. Only one is going to hit. That's going to fuck off in the middle of nowhere. The other 6 are going to hit the wall behind the boss and then bounce away. Do they auto-target targets? I think they do. I've been gone so long, you have a webcam going on it? Space Cadets, hello! We're still VTubing, but today we're doing IRL streamage. I think the way this works is if you have one boss and a wall behind him, all 7 projectiles will aim toward the boss because they're auto-target, right? 1 will hit, then it'll bounce in the middle of nowhere. 6 bounce off the wall behind him. Percent based, obviously it's a Deadeye, only 30% are gonna chain, but whatever. Those 30% of projectiles are then going to bounce off the wall and split toward you. All of which are aiming the boss because it's the only target available. I think that's what happens. And all of them should hit individually, right? Does the wall chain take over precedence over the split from Frostbolt? What? What's going on with Frostbolt? What? Does wall chain take over precedence over the split from Frostbolt? Ice Spear. Does wall chain take over precedence over the split from Ice Spear? Well, yeah, right? It doesn't automatically bounce off terrain, just so we're clear, okay? They can split off hitting terrain, meaning that when it hits the wall as a Deadeye, they split into the second projectile, but that doesn't mean they do, okay? This is like ignite, a skill can ignite versus a skill does ignite, always ignites. It's that kind of differentiation. When it bounces off terrain, it'll be the second projectile with high proj speed. It just won't do crit. I don't think this is good, but maybe there's some goofy ass mechanics that I'm not aware of. I was trying to do it like the best faith possible, where it's like, what is the best case scenario for how it works? And I'm still not wowed by it. Meh. Split is the highest projectile behavior priority. Yeah, but it has to chain off the wall in order to split, right? Unless it's saying it all splits. Nah, I'm still not excited by it. It loses the crit. I don't know. Meh. Icicle Mine of Fanning. Mine crit tag.
Throws a mine that fires projectiles at enemies when detonated. These projectiles quickly dissipate as they travel before disappearing. Additional proj every 2 prior mines, and each mine applies 10 crit chance up to 500. And that scales, right? Because it's an aura based. Yeah, it has the aura tag. So you can scale it with aura effect, and you can scale it with mines have increased aura effect from the saboteur tree. So you're really looking at like 25 crit chance to hits the enemies near it up to 500. I don't like it, but I don't really like ice trap. If I'm gonna play a trap, I would rather have like lightning trap or something. To me, it just feels good to, like, you know, chain or something. So meh. Icicle mine of saboteur. They're all mine. Those projectiles, they dissipate. Each mine applies 40% crit chance up to 500. 2 prior mines. What? Oh, this is worse. Oh, why would you ever take that? Dude, look at that reservation cost increase. This is horrible. Yeah, no. This is like the worst skill I've seen so far. Like, Ice Mine of Fanning, I didn't like it because I don't like mechanically how Ice Trap works. But at least with that crit chance, you can scale that. You can already get 25. Yeah, you'll hit the crit chance faster with 40, but who cares? Like, you do so much less damage. It needs more, like, Jesus. This is horrible. 4% base crit? Or it's not Ice Trap, sorry. It's Icicle Mine, excuse me. Icicle Mine. This feels horrible. Why would you lose everything just for more crit chance? That's like the easiest thing to scale on the whole skill. Maybe if you don't play Saboteur and this is like absolutely broken mechanically? I don't know, I think this is horrible. All right, next. Infernal Blow of Immolation. Attacks with your weapon and gains 7 entropy mana. Applying a charge debuff on you for the first time, you hit an enemy with this skill. Upon reaching 6 charges, it's removed. Damage nearby enemies. What? Oh, apply a charge debuff to you. Oh, interesting. Oh, it's like self. Oh, that's weird. Oh, that is super weird. So that means, oh, and there's no corpse explosion anymore. So your clear is significantly worse because you don't have automated corpse explosions anymore. But in exchange, you do less damage. But no, I don't get it. I mean, I'd rather just have regular Infernal Blow, right? Normal Infernal Blow also has 0.8 duration and 66 per charge. Base duration of 3 seconds. I mean, I feel like Infernal Blow needed something, but self-charging? Not that exciting to me, only because I'd rather just play regular Infernal Blow and get like the corpse explosions, right? Those regular Infernal Blow explosions are so good. Yeah, dude, 6% corpse explosion. Dude, it's so much better for mapping. It explodes when you reach 6 charges, so if you hit fast, it pops fast. Yeah, it does. Not my thing. Man, a lot of these are kind of missed for me today. I don't really like it. I mean, I just play regular Infernal Blow. Like, the corpse explosion is like half the reason you even use the fucking thing. Especially with the new curse that allows you to have enemies proliferated near the boss all the time that you can explode on kill. They don't have much life, but at least you explode them. Doesn't hurt. Whatever from me. Lancing Steel of Spraying. Wow, they're doing all the gems I don't play, let me tell you. Thrust an axe or sword forward to form a cluster of shards in front of you. The cluster will fire a number of prods in sequence. So no Call of Steel. Hits after the first on each enemy deal 90% less damage. Chat, is there ever a reason you would ever... Is there a way to reduce projectiles? This almost screams like a skill that you would reduce projectiles on, and it doesn't really change that much. I wonder if there's ever a reason you would do that in Path of Exile. If there was a way to reduce proj and get more damage out of it, I feel like this skill would scream that as an option. I just don't know if that exists in the game at all. For war, if that was an option, that'd be super interesting, but I don't know. Cast on crit, I guess? Leap Slam of Groundbreak. Oh, Leap Slam build? Jump a short distance through the air, damaging and knocking back enemies. Enemies you would land on are pushed out of the way. Requires a sword as an option. Cannot be supported by multi-strike. 79% increased stun duration. That's the same, I think. Base radius is huge. Damaging hits always stun enemies. And you have huge effectiveness of added damage. Low attack speed base though. That's weird. Well, what is this? This is PoE 2 Leap Slam. That's what this is. PoE 2 Leap Slam, because you know, I'm one of the few who actually got to press Leap Slam in PoE 2. It felt horrible. It was truly not a movement skill. They warned us. They said in the little panel things around the demo, it was like, use your skills, yada, yada, yada. Leap Slam is not movement, okay? You may physically leap through the air, but you don't do that shit for movement. Yeah, I went to ExileCon. I actually sat smack dab in the center, right behind the PoE Ninja guy. I talked with the PoE Ninja guy for like 7 times, because we always sat next to, like, he was directly in front of me during all like the talks, and I went to all the talks I could. So every time there was a break, we would like confirm with each other opinions and all that. Leap Slam totems to push enemies around everywhere? No. Leap Slam fucking base attack. I would do a bleed with this, is what I would do. I'm not saying it would be good, but that's how I would scale it. I would do it on Gladiator. I would, you know, you know what you use this with, motherfuckers? You use this with a 2-handed sword and you go fucking blade trap Gladiator. Oh my god, you go blade trap Gladiator. You go blade trap Gladiator and with great swords, and you go for the node that does double blade trap damage, the Ascendancy, Hidden Ascendancy one. Oh baby. I think this would be great with that build. Because you're just one-shotting everything with like a super bleed. You just need a bunch of added fizz. I keep seeing people hating on PoE 2 so much for being slow, but I genuinely think they're purposely making it so they don't show high end of things. Listen, Panda, okay? Let me tell you something, all right? I don't say this out of hate. I went to ExileCon in New Zealand, okay? I love this video game. I'm at the point in my life where I have been burned by video games enough times, okay? Oh, my neighbors are knocking. You learn over time that when video games advertise to you, you judge the game based on what's shown, not what you think the game will be, okay? No Man's Sky, fucking City Skylines 2, Cyberpunk, Spore. There are so many games out there where you imagine what the ending could be or what the game could be, rather than just looking at like what is in front of you, what is prima facie the game. Path of Exile 2 is different from Path of Exile 1. It is a different video game, okay? They said, notice their wording in ExileCon, okay? They said your favorite uniques like Starforge will be in the game. They did not show us Starforge. In fact, they didn't show us any uniques at all. I don't think they showed a single unique at ExileCon, okay? If they did, it was like a low-level unique, okay? And I don't even remember anything off the top of my head. Starforge will exist, but I think it'll be significantly different. It may mechanically work the same, but it'll work in the atmosphere, the ecosystem of PoE 2. Path of Exile 2 will be a different game, okay? It will be a slower game. It'll be a more methodical game. I think it'll be a good game. It's gonna be a different game. It's not gonna be as fast, okay? It won't. It just won't. City Skylines 2 changed, Gary? It did. It doesn't have leap slams, 55-second to attack time. I wonder how it feels despite 70% attack speed. I don't mind it being slower in general. If anything, I think that's a good thing, but I don't think it's as slow as people are making it out to be. It's pretty fucking slow. It's pretty slow, Panda. Like, it was like I played every class. I liked the monk the most because he was level 1 and I could just like use one skill that the game is designed for me to use, and the game was fun, but it was slow. Even at level 1, even if the monsters are a little more tanky, just everything took longer. And maybe that's fine. Maybe that just makes the game good, but it is different. If half the players like a slow ARPG and half a fast, GG can get the whole pie of the market. Yeah, well, PoE 1 does exist. Much of Path of Exile's vocal audience is comprised of blasters who enjoy the extreme speed of PoE. Yeah. There was a lot of people who didn't like the demo at ExileCon, dude. there was a lot of people, and maybe those are the vocal audience because they went to New Zealand for it, but there was a lot of people there who didn't like the demo. They just all said the same thing. It was too slow, it was too hard, and the skills were confusing because you got so many and they were all significantly different from PoE 1. Just chat, you have to understand. It's so hard to tell yourself not to leap slam everywhere because leap slam is a damage ability. It sets up the combo. It's not a movement skill. I'm also okay with it being different, just not as fast. I just think those people are blowing it out of proportion a bit too much. It was slow. It was really slow. It's a different game, but boy, it's not, you're not gonna have, I'm just gonna tell you right now, chat, just set your expectations when it comes to speed low, okay? When you go to PoE 2, it will not have the speed of PoE 1, even at endgame, okay? It will be a different video game. If you go in with that expectation, I think you'll have a better experience, because if you're going in coping, thinking, you're hoping and coping, you're getting all up in that copium, okay? If you're that kind of person, you're gonna not like PoE 2. I'm just warning you right now. Didn't they also give you no actual gear and like nearly no links? Yeah, but the problem wasn't the no gear or no links. I went in knowing the demo was hard. I don't have a problem with the demo. Like, the monsters were difficult, right? Like, white mobs could kill you and you didn't even get flasks from them. It was just magic mobs that got flasks, right? And I think they said that was like a design decision. White mobs don't give you flasks, right? And they're really hard. I understand that the demo had hard monsters, but the actual moment-to-moment gameplay, whether you're playing the monk at level 1, the witch at level 30, the Amazonian chick at level fucking 30, or the barbarian at level 50, right? Every single instance, the game was slow, which is fine. Methodical has its own appeal, but it's not gonna have the same philosophy as PoE 1. It's going to have a slower endgame. And I'm not saying that's bad. I'm saying don't assume what they haven't showed you, okay? Again, this whole thing started because we had a discussion on like, accept the game prima facie, okay? On its face, okay? It has shown you a slow, deliberate game where you have to think about every situation you're in, okay? It's not meant for mindlessly blasting. That is their design philosophy. That is what they showed us. If they show us something else, I'll believe it, and I'll be like, okay, this does have the PoE 1 endgame, right? But they haven't, and they have made it very clear they don't even really know what the endgame is going to look like for PoE 2. Mark said PoE 2's endgame will be as fast as PoE 1's right now. Again, prima facie, I'll believe it when I see it in their advertising, or like in at all. I'm gonna play the game, so I'll see it anyway, but yikes, fam. Copium levels rising, maybe for other people. I'm anti-copium, okay? I'm antium, all right? I'm realium. They want you to actually engage in combat? Yeah, which is fine. It's a different video game. Just don't go in with the cope that PoE 1's gonna be the same speed as PoE 2, because it probably won't be. So even in PoE 1, how often do they show us fast gameplay from the end to begin with? You're not advertising a sequel with PoE 1, okay? It's a new league. People who watch league trailers have already tried PoE 1. They've already played the game, you know? PoE 2, they're expecting 7 digits to be playing this game at launch, right? It's going to be the biggest launch ever in their opinion, and that's fine, and it probably will be. Just, I don't like the idea of assuming what the end game is going to look like by word alone. I've been burned too many times by video games, okay? Too many times in my life, developers have told me something about a video game. I took their word for it and it burned, all right? So just grain of salt in, okay? All right, next gem. All right, Leap Slam, pretty interesting. Lightning Conduit of the Heavens. Okay, lightning strikes a number of enemies around a targeted location. Cannot be supported by Spell Cascade. Oh, you don't need shock anymore. Oh, but it's capped at 16. That's a lot of damage, though. That's a huge minimum damage, too, on a lightning damage skill. Okay, chat. Hear me out. Listen. All right? Hear me out, okay? What if you did cast on crit, lightning conduit, lightning conduit? What if you did regular lightning conduit to cause the shock, and then old lightning conduit to trigger the shock, and you get big damn? I'm just saying, the build's there. It does exist. I don't even care about what's advertised. It's mainly that most of PoE 2's game skill design they've shown is oriented around slow, methodical gameplay. Yep, that's why I'm thinking its endgame is going to be slow and methodical, because that's what they're showing me. Prima facie, new word of the day, all right? Phrase of the day, prima facie, on its face, all right? I believe Path of Exile 2 will be what they have shown so far, slow and methodical, which is fine. I'm gonna play it. It's probably gonna be a good game. It's just not gonna be PoE 1. I think it's also fair to consider that GGG is more of an outlier by comparison, though not immune to it, when it comes to assuming things in design philosophy. Buddy, I was a fan of Paradox until a video game called Cities Skylines 2 came out. And let me tell you, chat, this game had some issues. Let's look at the reviews for the game. Let's see what the reviews say. Oh, mixed. Why is that? Why is one of my favorite developers, Paradox Interactive, with the sequel to City Skylines in a game that's advertised like this? Man, chat, this game sure is beautiful. Do you think the developers would realize that we want autosave enabled by default? You guys don't think they would launch the game and have autosave disabled, do you? Wow, this game looks pretty and has great lighting. Do you guys think it requires RTX on in order to actually have good lighting? Oh, RTX on is on by default? Oh, you have a 4090 and you're running 30 FPS at highest settings? That's kind of fucking weird. The game is a disaster. It came out really bad. Chat. Okay, I know none of you play City Skylines, but let me tell you something, okay? Hold on, they might have a window of it here. Oh, they do, sweet. Okay, there's numbers in this game, right? It's a very, Paradox games are like very number crunchy. They're very like in the weeds, like Excel spreadsheet kind of game. there's something called a production line where you like have a raw product and you have the industry make it and then you have commercial sell it to residential, right? You have all these zones, right? So if you don't like mine ore or something like oil or raw product, right? You have to import it from other cities and then your industry like processes it, or you buy processed product for your commercial, right? What if I told you that at launch, shit didn't work? It just didn't work. It was superficial. There was no system. It just guessed. It like, imagine Path of Exile, where they tell you that numbers scale a certain way, but they don't, and they just kind of guess what the number should be in the calculations, right? It was so broken. This game was so dumb on release. It so failed in its mission. But fuck me, I love City Skylines 1. It doesn't even have mods, chat. Chat, it's not even gonna have mods for another 3 months. 3 months, what? Well, I guess now it's 1 month, but Jesus. Oh my God, after that experience, nah, GGG doesn't get my benefit of the doubt. 2 lightning conduits might share a cooldown as with alt gems. Oh, you think they might? That's true. It's probably programmed like an alt gem too, isn't it? Shit, you're right. I wonder how the spread works for capped at 16. Is it like evenly spread if there's 100 enemies? I think it works like lightning arrow spin dart, so it's probably the closest enemies to the center. I don't know. Cause like lightning arrow has like, hold on, we have paint up. Lightning arrow is, hold on, I gotta erase, fuck. Wait, eraser, big. Oh God, why is the eraser so small? Okay, hold on. Okay, so imagine this, okay? So this is the enemy. He's like, grrr, right? That's the enemy, okay? And then this is you, and you're like, and that's you, right? So you shoot your lightning arrow toward him, right? You go like, pew! Lightning arrow, what it does is it has like an invisible AoE around it. Whoops, that's a terrible circle. It has an invisible AoE around it, and it hits 3 enemies, I think. And the enemies are the ones closest to the mob, right? So if there's like a group of like 9 enemies and you hit the first enemy, it's gonna hit the 3 closest things to it, right? And obviously if you pierce, it's gonna be, you know, different. As far as I understand, that is lightning arrow. So it should work the same with lightning conduit, right? I'm not that ugly. No, you're beautiful, chat. Lightning conduit heaven damage kind of sucks. Yeah, but you don't need shock anymore. So you can like cock it, you know? It's a different gem. I don't mind it. I'm glad it exists. Lightning Spire Trap of Zapping. Still has a duration tag. No cooldown. Throws a trap with which, once triggered, will repeatedly strike multiple areas around it for a duration, dealing lightning damage. Oh, 2 areas though, yikes. Ooh, 0.4 seconds, yikes. Okay, so it's Lightning Spire, but it's an alternate to Lightning Trap? I mean, I'd still rather use Lightning Trap. What's the damage on Lightning Traps? This is 872 max with 6% crit. Lightning Trap is 240 effectiveness, 1900 max with 650 base, and a shit ton more crit and effective shock on shocked enemies. And fuck, okay, well, 6% base crit. I would never use this over Lightning Trap. Kind of yikesy, actually. But LA specifically specifies that Lightning Conduit doesn't. Oh, maybe it does work differently. I'm assuming it's just closest to the center. It hits multiple times. So, chat, it has to hit an enemy 3 times for it to even like equivocate 1 hit of Lightning Trap. Yeah, it's 3 hits, right? That's when it's more. So is every individual trap going to trigger? No, it won't, because you're capped on the amount of traps you can have, right? Oh, it does have better single target. I'm sorry. I was reading this like it only stroked twice, but it's saying it strikes 2 areas multiple times. Oh, it works like storm rain of arrows, right? You have your storm rain of arrows in the air, and the more you have in one area, it does insane single target, but mapping sucks shit. I'd still rather use lightning trap. I'd still rather use lightning trap and just regular lightning spire for single target, personally. Lightning spire trap of overloading. 10-second cooldown. Holy, ooh, 100% crit chance. Ooh. Will repeatedly strike the areas around it for a duration, dealing lightning damage. Only has one, though. Lightning trap lasts 4 seconds, strikes 8 areas. Now this is hot. Oh, baby. Okay, lightning trap. All right, use lightning trap for mapping. Put out one of these puppies. There's your single target. Yeah, base duration 1 seems weak. Oh my god, is it 1 second? Oh, get fucked. Yeah, this is great though. Dude, this is awesome. This is so good. Lightning trap with this for single target. Duration can be scaled to 7 seconds. Well, not 7 seconds, trivially. Can be scaled to like 6 seconds pretty easily. Wow, 10-second cooldown, that's a bit puppy. Well, if you're playing lightning trap, you already get trap cooldown reduction just incidentally, right? Well, we have a gem for a cooldown reduction. That'll knock it down to like 8 seconds. That's a big puppy. I mean, it's big, but it has, you know, it's a good single target. I like this. I think it's pretty all right. It's an extreme lightning spire, and you already did lightning spire on lightning trap for single target. I think the only difference is when you're mapping, you're just not going to spam this every single, well, maybe not every single rare. You can't because you're mapping too fast, right? Lightning trap is a pretty fast mapper. I don't know. It's interesting. I like it. I like it when it's like, I like it when these alternate spells are like extreme versions or just totally different versions of what we currently have, and this is like an extreme version. It's like, oh, you want lightning spire cooldowns, motherfucker? Guess what? Here's a 10-second cooldown, but a big one. It's like, goddamn. Lightning strike of arcing. Chains 9 times. 10% more damage per chain. Oh, instead of pierce, it's chain. 10% more damage per chain. So, oh god, wait, what does that mean? Does this mean that this does 90% more damage as a base, and the more you get chain, every chain you get 10% more damage? Or does it mean, no, if it was times chained, it would be specify that. I think this just means you get 10% more damage for every chain you have on the skill, which is interesting. Which is really interesting, actually. So Deadeye obviously likes this. And you get more projectiles too. Oh, projectile sucks. In addition to converting some of your fizz to lightning, stored energy released from the weapon as a projectile. Oh, so you do want projectiles. Wow, Deadeye loves this then. Okay, so it comes out with 1 projectile base, but Deadeye can get 2 projectiles on it, and you can get 1 from the tree, right? So you're a 4 projectile that chains 10 times. Wow, I really like that. That seems like really fun. That seems super fun. I would play it with a Deadeye, obviously. And you would go +2 proj from the chain setup. Then you would go, would you go mark effect? Oh, and it collides with terrain. Oh, shit. So if you have 4 projectiles, they can collide with terrain. I wonder how long the proj is. Lightning strike does really good on projectile distance, right? It's like more than screen wide. And if it chains 9 times, I wonder if this is gonna have, oh, so you, oh my god, so you're gonna attach a poacher's mark to the enemy, or sniper's mark, whichever one creates projectiles. Chat, is this the new like Deadeye fucking ice spear? So So you just create a million billion projectiles off the boss that just chain off of walls and then bounce back, and then chain fucking 10 times? That seems really, really good. Like, I kind of want to league start it good. Because regular lightning strike is obviously just always good, right? It's not the best anymore, but it's pretty good. What's the scaling on regular lightning strike? It's higher, right? 225, 225, 179 added. Oh, lightning tendrils. 200, 200. So you're losing 25 added damage. Same added lightning, and you just get a shit ton of chain. The only thing I know is that I used to know what a lot of skills did. Now I don't anymore. I think this is fantastic. I would only do this on Deadeye, but I kind of want to league start it now. Because, okay, let's go to building real quick. Hold on. So we have lightning strike. I guess the question is, how does that 10% more damage per chain work? Is it really just it always does 90% more damage or 100% more damage with Deadeye? Projectiles can't chain to a target the skill already hit, so your bouncing back and forth idea is a bit confusing. Well, it will with, no, it can. Arc can. If you bounce to multiple enemies, it will chain to the, well, think about it. What if we do the new mark that creates enemies now when you hit the boss? It'll chain off those. And not only that, but if you chain, the same chain can, well, I guess it doesn't matter in this case because we have so many projectiles. But we can do like Hydrosphere. That's easy, right? It can chain off that. It can chain off Hydrosphere. It can chain off the wall. If we get one more target, can you not hit the boss? It chain off Hydrosphere, the wall, the enemy, and then come back to the boss? I thought things could chain to the same enemy multiple times. Isn't that the case? Hold on, let's look up chain. I thought mechanically that's how chain worked. When a projectile chains, it bounces off the target it hits and continues the direction of another nearby target. A non-projectile chaining skill like Arc functions similarly. A projectile cannot chain to a target that it already hit. If a skill produces multiple projectiles, none of those projectiles can chain to a target which any of them have already hit. If a projectile has no valid chain targets, it will target a nearby enemy but pass through without hitting them. Oh. Arc functions differently. Projectiles cannot chain back to a target it already hit. Well, it's even worse than that. If you have like a wave and you hit like 5 enemies, the 4 other ones that didn't hit your main target all don't chain either. So there is no chain, huh? I mean, it's still good. Even without that dumbass mechanic, it's still good, right? 225, but you don't have any Mora damage multiplier. And this is just 100%. Yeah, you're losing 25 scaling, but you're getting 100% more. No, actually, you have to hit the enemy. How the fuck does this work? Wait. Hold on. Wait a second. How does this actually work? You hit the enemy. You create a wave, but you make 2 waves. It's a melee strike skill, right? So you're making 2 waves of projectiles that chain. And these 2 projectiles can chain off of Hydrosphere, and the boss, and the wall. So you hit the boss twice. Can you not hit the boss again? Wave of projectiles? Waves of projectiles. Yeah. Because that's what the melee strike skills work, right? It's like, that's how Molten Strike used to work. You used to double down on it. So you strike the ground in front of the boss, and then your Ancestral Call or whatever hits the boss, and then you make 2 waves of projectiles. It's like Frostblade, but the one chaining projectile instead of a ton of them. Well, no, you're gonna have a ton of projectiles. You're gonna have like 5 projectiles, right? Because you're Deadeye, and you have +1 on the tree, so you at least have 4. Dying Sun. So the question is, can you do anything single target? That's the question. Can you do anything single target with this? It feels like the damage is there. It has 100% more, right? So the same wave can never chain twice then, huh? So even if we send out a wave, a single wave, 1 projectile hits the boss. Okay, that's dead, right? The other 4 hit the wall, chain off of that, but it still doesn't hit the boss again? So you really can never shotgun then, right? Why do you keep saying 2 waves? Because you make 2 waves, right? That's how Lightning Strike works. That's how most strike skills work. You hit the ground and you hit the boss in front of you. You double down on the strike, right? Yeah. Unless they nerfed it. To be fair, this used to be the best skill in the game, but then they nerfed it, so they might have nerfed that. You do a melee strike and it fires out projectiles? Yeah, but so does Molten Strike. Remember, old Molten Strike. It used to be you would hit the ground in front of you, you would spawn projectiles, and your melee strike skill from the Ascendance, like the Ascended, whatever, the red ghost, it would hit again. You would spawn another wave. There's no waves. There is waves. Yeah, you hit the ground. It's like current Lightning Strike. You hit the ground, you spawn projectiles, and I'm gonna show you a video. Have you never seen Lightning Strike before? Am I crazy? Am I dumb? I might be. Doesn't Lightning Strike, you get 2 waves? Lightning Strike, end the game. Mathel. Because he always makes fun builds. Storm Druid? What the fuck? Lightning Strike Guardian. Okay, sweet. All right, Mr. Subtractum, show me. Yeah, see? Yeah, this is what I want to do. This is basically what I want to do, right? This is what I'm imagining in my head. Is this guy a Deadeye? This is just my build. Does he not make 2 waves? I think he's making 2 waves. Okay, hold on. So you can see he's hitting the ground in every wave of projectiles. You mean the Ancestral Call's separate attack? Also, my God, the visual clutter. It's almost time for the most wonderful time of the year. Slink phone, hello. Hell yeah, this Friday, baby. I'm gonna be late. I have work that day, okay? I'm sorry, I can't get it off. But, boy, 3 hours later than everyone else, I'll be there, chat. I'll be there. Normal stream time, 4:30 PM PDT. There are no waves? There's absolutely waves. What do you call these? These are waves. Also, this is basically the build I was thinking, where it's like the projectiles would be chaining off walls. But it looks like... Oh! I know what he's doing. He's not chaining off walls. He's return projectiling. That's what he's fucking doing. I was thinking of chaining, and he's not. He's not a Deadeye, he's a Guardian. Okay, my bad. He's just return projectiling. I still think it's exciting. I like this gem. I don't know how strong it actually is for single target, but you do get 100% more damage, so... Are you calling the Ancestral Call attacks the waves? Chat, no, God, you're the worst. Okay, hold on, I'm gonna prove a point here. Where's Paint? I'm gonna flashbang you, boom. Okay, hold on, this is what I'm thinking, okay? I'm sorry, I'm right about this, by the way, unless they changed it mechanically. It's like, okay. Whoops, terrible thickness. Okay, this is you, okay? Okay, this is you. How cute. Okay, wonderful. This is your little sword that you're doing lightning strike with, okay? You hit the ground here, and you make projectiles that spam out. It's like, ooh, lightning strike projectiles. How cool, right? Then you have like a little ancestral call ghost that's like, ooh, little weenie you. That's like, and it's like a little bow. Okay, the ancestral call ghost goes in front of you because the boss is like right here. Then it does its own little lightning strike here that does its own wave coming out, right? That's what I mean. You hit twice. Now, it could be that they changed it mechanically since I have last seen the skill, but as far as I know, you get 2 waves per attack. Projectile waves go in, projectile waves go out. You can't explain that? Yeah, but that's not baked into the gem. It's a melee strike skill. It works this way. Every single melee strike skill works like this. You hit twice. Every skill works the same way when you have a single target boss. The ghost hits the boss, you hit the ground. That's how you play melee strike skills. Gary said you were wrong and then literally said the exact same thing. No, this works because you can hit the ground. Yes, that's what I'm saying. You get 2 waves by hitting the ground. I am correct. I don't know why you guys are disagreeing with me. What about what I just said was wrong? Not every melee strike skill can hit the ground. Lightning strike can, and unless I'm fucking a moron, that's what we were talking about. Lightning strike of arcing. Okay, yes, lightning strike. Lightning strike is the outlier in this behavior. No, it's not. Molten strike, motherfucker. Okay, goddamn molten strike. Okay. Molten strike, lightning strike, fucking wild strike works with it. Do I need to keep going, chat? Molten strike does not do this anymore. I mean, technically it does, but you know what I mean. I know they capped the number of balls per hit. I get it. They nerfed it, but lightning strike works this way. Wild strike works this way. A lot of melee strike skills that cause projectiles. In fact, you could say all of them work this way. So I do believe that when I say 2 waves of projectiles, nobody can make fun of me, okay? I'm correct. How does that feel, chat? How does that feel when Gary's correct about something? And you guys look like the dummies today. My split arrow shoots 2 waves of arrows because of my Mirage Archer. Yes. That is in fact what you would say. There's 2 instances of damage. What about what I just said was weird? Are you guys obsessed with like the word wave? Are you guys like, you guys understand what the term wave means in this context, right? You're just wording it badly and you're saying the same thing as us. No, I'm phrasing it in the most understandable way possible. You guys are weird. I don't even know what you guys are describing. You keep saying wave and then it's just a separate attack entirely. Are we just assuming that you always have 2 instances of damage on the wave of projectiles? Is that what we're assuming? It's just always gonna be like that. It's just assumed. No point of even having a word for it. What would you guys say to this? Okay, I'm correct. Okay, whatever. Anyway, you get 2 waves of projectiles, okay? Each of them can chain, and each of them gets 100% more damage. All right, whatever. I think it's good. I'm gonna league start this just to fucking prove a point. God damn it. All right, we're doing Deadeye Lightning Strike. What else we got here? Lightning Tendrils. I don't like Lightning Tendrils. They both have channeling. Would anybody be offended if I just pass? Mirror Arrow, bombarding clones. We've seen it. Mirror Arrow, seen it. Molten Strike of the Zenith. Now, look out, chat. You have 2 instances of damage if you use this with an ancestral call of some kind. Could be provided by gloves, but also provided via the gem, sometimes on the passive tree. When you attack, you must hit the ground in front of the boss. Keep in mind, this is not more damage per remaining chain. This is just per chain. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. It's kind of better, right? Because listen, the way I read it is it's not every time it's chained. It's not per remaining chain. It's just you do more damage. That's how I read it. Is that incorrect? I actually don't know. What do you guys think? The way I read it is we chain 9 times. That means this does 90% more damage. Because if it was chained recently, that would be like the amulet, right? What's the amulet called? Chain amulet. Fuck, what is that called? Primordial Chain. Is that what that is? No, that's the Golem one. Primordial Chain. Temporal Chains. Skills chain plus 1 time. There we go. That's all skills that have chain to gain damage. Well, that's not how that one is thinking. No need to Ancestral Call this Psycho Ignite Molten Strike. Well, we'll find out in a second what it actually does. That I cannot describe accurately. Yeah, chat. It's not per remaining chain, and it's not times it has chained. I'm just reading this as you do 90% more damage. Is that an incorrect way of reading this? It's not like it's not like for every time. It would say like 10% more damage for every time it has chained, right? Yeah, I got this. It's better than that, right? I read this as you just always giving you 10% more damage per chain in general, no remaining. Yeah, that's how I'm reading it. So why does everybody keep fixing everybody else when they say no remaining chain? Or I guess I don't know. I actually don't know that. Why are you guys correcting me there? Is that it's better than no remaining chain? What's the why the differentiation? I'm feeling salty today. I feel like I'm right about like everything I say today, and you guys are just giving me sass for content. Are you guys milking me for content today? Yeah, it might as well say for each remaining chain. No, I'm not correcting you on it. Okay. Yeah, this might as well say for each remaining chain. It's the same mechanic, right? Single target. It's just because every other skill worked per remaining chain, so we just wanted to make sure you knew. Okay, thanks. No, this seems great. No, you're just wording things very poorly and believe yourself. Because I'm right. Okay, what is this? Molten Strike of the Zenith. Infuses your two-handed melee weapon with molten energy to attack physical and fire damage. Balls of magma to launch forth, divided among all enemies hit by the strike. Deal area damage to enemies where they land. Every 5th time you attack with this skill, it fires more high damage projectiles. Fires 3 proj. Projectiles deal 50% less damage. Every 5th attack fires 5 additional proj. Every 5th attack, projectiles deal 1000% more damage with hits and ailments. Well, here's your fast ignite build. I don't think you would do single ignites with this. I think the way to play this is using the new attack ignite gems that they introduced to buff like melee ignite, where it's like you build like 7 or 9 ignites a second to get like a stacking ignite. I think that's how you would play this, right? So you actually don't want high attack speed. You want the opposite. You want to attack once, attack once, attack once, attack once, attack, and then you have like an omega perfect ignite because you ramped everything up to that point, and you have like the perfect count from your stupid ignite gem where you have to like count a certain amount of ignites in the last certain time. It seems like it would pair perfectly with that. That's how I would build this, but holy shit, that sounds like cancer to map with. You want to micromanage this? No, I don't want to micromanage this. I really don't want to micromanage this, but that's how I would play this. I wouldn't want to do just I don't know, regular ass ignite. I feel like if you're gonna do this at all, you want to do like the new like melee ignite stacking shit. Great with Chieftain though. Obviously you do the big leap slam for igniting packs, and you do this for single target huge ignites. It does, although it does make Chieftain a lot more appealing with this if you're gonna do this, right? Because he has the convert everything to fire %, which benefits ignite damage, right? Right? Does percent fire damage with axes benefit this ignite damage if you use this with axes? Yes, right? It does buff the ignite damage. So all of a sudden, going Chieftain with that node that converts everything to percent fire is a lot more appealing, right? I think that's why that node exists now. It's just to buff Ignite. Dude, just go bonking things and get a B Ignite every 5 seconds. Every 5 attacks. Chieftain has fire convert? No, not fizz to fire. It's the opposite, actually. Well, not the opposite, but they have a thing that's like every jewel. Well, let's just read it, fuck it. Whoops. This node. Non-unique jewels, increases and reductions to other damage types in a large radius to be transformed to apply to fire damage. Kind of a bad node, but if you're doing melee ignite with your new fancy molten strike, all of a sudden, this is a lot more appealing. Maces? Maces get AoE, that's gonna matter a lot. Maces get all damage can chill. Do you go for the 12% chance to do double damage? No, but it's cute. Oh, the ass transform node? Yeah. To note, Earthquake's Aftershock does 375 attack and ignite. This is 715 on the 5th attack. Yeah. But mechanically, those are a series. Those are like 3 to 5 attacks that do that much damage. And yeah. I don't know. I think it's pretty good. Or you just say fuck it and you just go huge on-hit Molten Strike and just do a shit ton of damage. I think that even for Ignites, there was only one place where that node made sense and it was just marginally better than other options. Well, hold on. For regular Ignite, like Fireball? Yes. But for attack-based Ignite? That's a little different, isn't it? All of a sudden, these percent fire nodes are a lot more appealing because you need attacks like wheels. Things like, though lining up for Ruthless, this is funny. True. Ignite is Ignite, what do you mean? If you do an attack-based Ignite, you need to use a weapon. And if you use a weapon, all of a sudden these are a lot more appealing because you get your increased damage with ailments and percent fire damage, and that would scale Ignite, whereas percent fizz with axes converted to fire does not? Oh wait, fuck, does it? Oh god, I don't even know. Wait, does it? Oh, now that I think about it, it should, shouldn't it? Fuck. Oh god, it's even worse because you can scale fizz going into fire. Why does Chieftain so bad? Oh god, I don't even know. Yeah, kind of shitty. All right, enough of that. Enough of that jazz. This is like the whole stream. Holy shit. First things first, we're gonna look at a POB. There was someone very kind yesterday who patiently held off their POB, and I just completely fucked off with it. I didn't even look at it. Where is it? There it is. Copy. Wait, is that it? Where is it? Apropos. Oh, there it is. I see it. Copy text. Okay, sweet. All right. Import. Yes. Okay. Update ready. Oh god, I gotta update the. Okay, there we go. Okay, new. Import. Okay, this guy is my build. He's playing my build. Okay. What is this soft core ass fucking Watcher's Eye? Ooh, that's a really good Watcher's Eye. Damn. Fucking generic life gain on hit. Based. Well, I say good Watcher's Eye. It's a 1 mod, but you know what I mean. Mastermind of Discord. Oh, you're just stealing Mastermind of Discord? Really? Over Heart of Destruction? Damn. I don't want to be that guy. Please see my pob streamer. No, it's all good. Hi, Panda. The unique jewels are mostly to save points over time based. That's a Watcher's Eye. You might not have seen those before. Oh, really? Oh, that's cute. So this is my build. Oh, going for life based. You saw the problem I did. Although, I have a question. Why did you go for this eye, this life, and this jewel and everything over this? It's kind of weird. Oh, because you have to come down here. Oh, I see. I'm a moron. Sorry. Oh, crit. Okay, intuitive leap. Okay, okay. No jewel there. Impossible escape. Okay. Yeah, and that's where you get the pain attunement. Okay, based. Although, if you don't need this passive, wouldn't it save you points just to do like this? Wouldn't that save you points rather than going like, oh, because you want mind over matter. Oh, why do you want mind over matter? I have so many questions. There's a watcher's eye. I wanted to try both mom and EB rather than EB alone. How much ES are you getting? Are you using like incandescent heart? No. Inflict fire exposure gloves. How are you getting your curses? Unnerve enemies, fire exposure, yeah. Okay, Gravacious Craft. Base crit attack on a life chest. That's not too bad. You can get a hunter chest with this too, right? It'll do the same thing. Bow is incredibly... This is very humble of you to have this bow, you know? You have the low tier of cast on crit. You have just the crafter crit chance. You don't have +1 gems on it. I like how humble you are in this, you know? Incandescent is an option. Yep. Quiver. Interesting you don't have crit multi on Quiver. I think that's kind of a freebie for you because you're gonna craft. That's what you do with quivers on this build, right? You're gonna use essence for crit multi. You're gonna go for the 35 to 41 crit multi essence because it's not for bows, right? The normal mod on the item when you like craft on it is for bows. If you essence it, you get global crit multi. So that's something to keep in mind when you craft this on your thing. It's not that hard to get this quiver anyway. Frenzy charge on crit based. I have a question, chat. Where do you get that? Where do you get frenzy charge on crit? Am I dumb? You craft it. Where do you craft it? Where do you get that? That's like a difficult to get one, right? What do you have to unveil in order to get the craft? Oh, that makes sense. I just put baseline stuff I know I wanted on gear. Well, I agree. It's fine. It's just like, you know, it's a very easy thing to put on your quiver is tier 1 crit multi because it's so easy to get. I think it's worth putting on there. I think that's fair. What's your 6th link? Blast range for single target, volatile dead DD, increased crit strikes, spell cascade, opting for inspiration over crit damage. Oh, because you don't have Elrion rings? Okay, yeah, that makes sense. When you get your Elrion rings, obviously you're gonna drop inspiration like a hot turd. 23 volatile deads, 7 detonate deads. Oh, that should be better. Wait, why do you only have 30? Am I dumb? This should be higher, right? Because you're spawning with no CDR, you're spawning 36 corpses a second. I feel like you can get a little more damage. You should get like that kind of situation, but maybe it's just pedantic, you know? I guess it's on average maybe because blast rain isn't perfectly aligned with your proc rate. Oh, that makes sense. I just put baseline stuff. That's just an unveil mod. Is it really? Wow. Goes to show you I never unveil on quivers. I was thinking of swapping the crit chance over from multi, but maybe inspiration. Well, what's your crit rate? No, you need it. Especially, well, I'm thinking like Rain of Arrows is what you need it for. Because without Rain of Arrows, crit strike 61. You don't want to cast 2 Rain of Arrows to kill mobs, okay? Just throw once, everything dies, you're good. I would recommend keeping it until you get better crit. I'm assuming you don't have Assassin's Mark enabled, do you? Oh, you do. Oh, fuck, it's even worse. Oh, I would not map with 50. I get triggered when it's like 50% on a cast on crit build. Okay, I need like 80. I need that shit to be on and reliable. But yeah, you're good single target, but I wouldn't map without it. Not until you get your crit way the fuck up. Yeah, inspiration until you get better. Also, your hit rate is not capped, so I would definitely get... I know you have a lot of accuracy rolls too. You have 1 on your ring. You have 1 on your quiver. Damn, Azadus Mark doesn't give accuracy, not based. Yeah. You have 1 on your quiver. Yeah, we need more accuracy. But yeah, I know you probably already acknowledge that. Does cast on crit not calculate the number of casts per second in PoE? Nope. Not in my experience. Everything is on a per hit basis. In fact, let me move my camera over so you guys can actually see the build. That might be nice, huh? Here you go. Yeah, it's on a per hit basis, at least with Volatile Dead and DD. It's hard to squeeze enough accuracy and crit. Well, yeah, but I mean, you're not... I agree, but this is a very complicated build. This is a build where you're juggling like 10 different stats, right? You need... What do you need? You need accuracy. You need spell... Well, you need crit to even trigger the cast on crit, and then you need crit for damage, so crit multi. Then you need fucking auras to be figured out. You need defenses. You need the whole setup to work in the first place, which means you need to know what the fuck you're doing. It's not an easy build. I have a question for you though. How long are you gonna do self-cast for? As soon as you get the bow, you're just gonna swap? I might steal this tree for my late game content. That's why I'm asking. Per hit means it should be 9 count for Cascade Volatile Dead. Yes? No. No. That's not how that works. Right? Right? Yeah, no. Does that? How that works? Hold on. Shotgunning projectiles. Volatile Dead. So you do need to adjust full DPS anyway, right? Every individual Volatile Dead needs to be accounted for when you do this. So normally if you're self-casting, you want 3 because that's how many Volatile Deads you're casting on your full DPS, right? That's how much you get. So if you're doing, you're creating 23 balls a second. That's what it's saying. Which seems right. In fact, if anything, it seems low. No, it's right. Because 9, 18, 27, 3, 6, 9. Fuck, wait. Is that how that works? This is also against pinnacle bosses instead of standard bosses. I didn't do much config. Oh shit, there goes my phone. God damn it. Oh, God. Ah, my cord. POB already counts the trigger rate, though it uses some weird ass formula. Does it? Wait, is this part of the update? Because it didn't used to before. I don't know. Either way, it's gonna do a shit ton of damage. It's Volatile Dead, and you're spawning like 40 of them a second. It'll do damage, all right? Especially if you're mapping. Holy shit. I'm not the best at dealing with the config stuff. It's complicated. Again, this is one of the most, just to be specific, I'm gonna say this again. It's one of the most complicated builds in the game. It's fine. It'll work. All right, I think Fonzie had the best words earlier. Just don't stress about it. It's gonna work, okay? It's DD, your self-cast Necro. Ben himself, the king, everybody respects his opinion because he knows his shit. Ben was saying he's considering doing on-hit detonate dead as Necro because of the new chain one. He's excited about that chain DD. And he's considering doing on-hit with Necro instead of doing Elementalist Ignite version. So, yeah, that's worth keeping in mind. So we might accidentally be doing the single best build in the game. And hey, you know what? If all else fails, copy Ben. Go on hit DD and just fucking league start it and clear the game and then do another fun build. I just want to do this build. My numbers look better when I randomly multiply them by 26. It'll work. Ben is also a monster. Yeah, I agree. I've done a couple of variants of this build and it's worked out, so I have an understanding of it. It's mostly like checkboxes I should have on it. Yeah. All right, I might steal this tree, by the way. I might actually use this for like end game shit. I know how I'm gonna start, right? I'm not gonna do the mom stuff. I'm gonna drop the mom idea, but I know why you did it, by the way, because the build's weakness is like on hit elemental damage, so like Bastion of Elements. Honestly, if I was pinnacle bossing with this and I had the choice, I would steal Bastion of Elements and just drop mom, personally. I think this is like the node that helps you out the most defensively, because you're just so weak to just elemental hits. You just don't have block or anything. Blast Rain is super hard to actually calc though. I just set config to 3,000 more attack speed and set VD to 9 and DD to 3 to see DPS when triggering as fast as possible. Oh yeah, hold on. Does that matter? 10,000% more attack speed. Why does my damage jump up to 4.6 million? Is that Rain of Arrows? No, it's not. Rain of Arrows is only 120,000. Why does... Oh, I have Rain of Arrows on. That might be part of it. So our damage goes from 1.4 million to 4.6 million just by having perfect attack speed. Something's wrong. Also, this should be 100. I don't know how you're not consuming 100 corpses a second. 1.7 million to 4.5 million. Is it not counting the blast rain overlaps, you think? Is that what's going on? It's not counting blast rain overlaps, is it? Oh, now it is. Ah, look at that. Changing blast rain from one projectile to all projectiles hitting like quadruples our DPS, and blast rain only goes up to like 100,000 DPS. This is with nothing in the config. Okay. That helps. Okay, if all projectiles on blast rain hits, you do 4.3 million with this setup. Okay. Now I know. Okay. That's why Rain of Arrows is so bad for single target. Is like the difference there. Holy shit. God damn. Okay, well, there you go. That answered that question. Yeah, no, sweet. So blast rain needs to be set to all projectiles because it's single target based. We do have it configured to boss, right? Okay, sweet. Uber Pinnacle crushes your DPS, but that's expected. It's not much of an Uber Pinnacle farmer, if you catch my drift. This build is not meant for like Delirium, by the way. This is not a Delirium fucking 30 wave farmer. This is not a Uber Pinnacle bosser. This is just a really fun build. Config 30,000 more attack speed blast rain deals 100% less damage. It looks more like 2 million deeps. It's more than 2 million. Something's weird with the... Oh, you know what it is, chat? I'm a dumbass. I'm sorry. I know why the damage looks so low. Because you're only counting half of the damage, because Volatile Dead is a spell and it's a corpse explosion. So you're already missing 1.3 million on that, and you're missing 850 on that. So that's already 2 million. And if we do the Fonzie tax, which is reduced damage by half, you're still doing 800,000 more DPS? Are you not seeing the full DPS number? No. It's only counting the spell. Look, like, let's do Detonate Dead, because everybody knows there's a spell and there's a corpse explosion, right? So you have the spell, and if you swap it to corpse explosion, you have the corpse explosion. These are two different damage instances. DD hits twice, right? Deals fire damage, and then causes the corpse to explode, dealing fire damage. So it does damage twice. Although the corpse pops probably contribute quite a bit more. Yeah, so you're missing like a third of your damage just because POB can't fucking, for some reason, hit twice on Volatile Dead. So maybe having the numbers so high here makes sense. Maybe this is like your actual DPS because you're hitting twice with every skill. Isn't going to give you, surely isn't giving you random full DPS. Having 23 volatile dead and 7 DD. I don't know, chat. Again, this is extremely complicated, okay? Maybe we're overestimating DPS. Maybe it's accurate because it hits twice and we're not calculating the multiple hits. Has POB updated yet? Yes, it has. It's updated with the current gems, I believe. So if you have something like, what's changed? Ethereal knives. No, fuck, wait. What's a skill that's changed a lot? Vortex? Yeah, see, Vortex has a cast time, so that's all in there. Yeah, so if it's an old gem, it's updated. If it is a new gem, it's not in there yet, obviously. Sweet. Okay, well, what did we learn today? We learned I'm probably gonna stick with League Start Detonate Dead Necro because I'm based and I said I was gonna do it before new gems were revealed, and now everybody's gonna fucking do it. I think Cast on Crit is going to be the single most popular build this league, and DD Cast on Crit means I'm accidentally doing a tier 1 build, and all I did was watch an old Mathel video and I accidentally did a tier 1 build. We'll see how this league goes. It's pretty exciting. There's a lot changing. Now, also, did you see we can change character names now? I have never in my life of playing Path of Exile thought to myself, I want to change the character's name. It doesn't affect me, but just 2 times a week though. Do you ever change it once in your life? Have you ever wanted to change the name? As far as this build goes, at this point, I'm pretty set on doing this panda build. I'm probably going to mooch a lot of this, specifically the clusters, because my knowledge of clusters is very limited. Not good at all, but I'm probably going to use his knowledge of clusters to craft whatever I need, because I don't know anything about crafting clusters. We're probably going to mooch a lot of this tree. We're going to League Start DD Necro on hit. We're not going to do Ignite, and we're transitioning to Bow Cock with Volatile Dead DD, which is the old Mathel build, except Necro version. The second build, however, I kind of want to do Dagger Blaster. Dude, Dagger Blaster looks like so much goddamn fun. To have like a Nova based on dagger damage. Chat. Yo. Dagger Blaster, totems. I think that build would be the shit. Dude, you fucking throw out a couple of totems, they just pulse out fucking Dagger Blasters. Fucking Tri-Ele Dagger. Fucking Dagger Blast the shit out of them. Yeah, when I named a character Geargate Ice Crasher, I wanted to die because Ice Crash was so bad. A crit cluster could be better than the fire one, but I kind of like the blind. Maybe. All right, everyone. That is going to be it for today. Oh, shit. Wow, my hair is so short. Give this hair like... Chat, let's give this hair like 2 weeks before we really judge it. It's so short. I don't know, dogs. It's really short. It's pretty short. I don't look good with this short of hair. I feel like I benefit from having longer hair, you know? Dagger Blast isn't as good as you think. With totems, it would be. Throw it. Oh, chat. Astral Projector totems. Shockwave totems? Fuck out of here, Shockwave totems. Dagger Blaster totems. With Astral Projector, it's gonna be some good shit, chat. It doesn't have any particular synergies. Wow, chat. I didn't realize how loud I talked until I took my headphones off, and now I'm like, now I get why my neighbors are sometimes upset. Whoops. Now I'm speaking a lot more softly because I can hear myself, because those are some good ass headphones. Catch you later. Thanks for letting me persuade your tree. I worked a few hours on what to do for it. Good thing. Good. Streamer privilege. I can just mooch that shit right off ya. If you get to endgame with Panda Crystal's help, do we make them VIP? I'll gift them a sub. If we kill Shaper, if we kill Shaper with Bowcock Necro, I'll gift him a sub. All right, I think that's fair. All right, everyone. Have a good night. Have a good evening. Have a good night. See you later, alligators. Goodbye. That's right, chat. When you're here, you're my fans. Goodbye. I'm trying to press end stream. I can't find the button.